Be ready for the dictation. Start. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir. Let me begin by first congratulating the Finance Minister. I congratulate him because rarely has a budget reflected so clearly the philosophy of a government and a finance minister. Sir, as you know, a budget is not merely a compilation of statistics. A budget provides you the key to what is the direction and the thrust and the content of economic policy of a government. I think in this budget, my esteemed friend Mr. Jaitley has clearly brought out a certain philosophy. I have had the privilege of being his class fellow from school to college. We did law together and I have great respect for him. Sir, the first goal is to incentivize corporate India and the foreign investor at the expense of your own poor, your own deprived, and even your own middle class. And the second strategy, sir, is the spectacular abdication an abdication of the state. Withdraw wherever possible from the welfare activities of the state. Make physical capital far more important than human capital. Sir, I would like to follow the logic of this, and I would welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Finance if he can rebut it, if he is not totally preoccupied in a conversation. I am addressing you, sir. If those with money become bigger, they may invest something back into the economy, and if the cake will grow bigger, there will be some trickle down crumbs even for the poor, the deprived, and the needy. I ask you the question, from where is the money coming for this? I have already said the hope of the government is pamper the rich so that they may provide the money. But where are the rich going to get this kind of money? Sir, in India, of which I am very proud, has already raided the banking sector. I am not anti business. Let me clarify with clarity that we are not anti business. Sir, a reference was made in the past to the NPA. Rupees 18 lakh crores of failed PPP projects in the area of infrastructure are with the banks. These NPAs will be paid by the ordinary taxpayers. So, where is the money going to come back? Sir, I say that this budget indicates the philosophy that the public sector is going to be raided to facilitate the corporate sector. Sir, you have a land of vast discrepancies, the exceptionally rich and the abysmally poor. where is this money coming from? And I want to make a charge, and I say it with responsibility, that this budget has been the first budget in the country which has been so clearly against the welfare aspect of the state. The budget for the ICDS, which has already been mentioned, and the midday meal scheme has been cut. Sir, the budget for the all important health sector has been cut by rupees 4,000 crores. Sir, it is the lowest such budget for health of any budget in the world. In a country like India, where primary health is also not available to the ordinary person. In the last budget, sir, the finance minister spoke about a plan of universal health assurance. There is not a word about this in the new budget. Sir, 97% cut has been made in central funds for Panchayati Raj. There has been a further 14% cut in the farm sector fund. Sir, I will speak about that a little later. Sir, I want to place on record that the percentage of the budget which has been set aside for education and health in this budget is less than what Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Afghanistan have given to the sectors of education and health in their own budgets. For a country like India, this is a matter to be ashamed about. Sir, tokenistics tax concessions have been given to the middle class, but as you are aware, there has been an increase in the service tax, which will add to the inflationary burden on the middle class. Sir, I want to ask as to what are the concessions given to the corporate sector. Again, I want to say that we are not against the corporate sector, but what has the budget provided for this corporate sector? The corporate sector accounts for rupees 70,000 crores in tax exemptions, and their corporate tax rate has been further reduced from 30% to 25% over the next 4 years. Sir, relief to the gold and diamond industry is equivalent to rupees 75,000 crores, which is more than the combined budget for the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, the midday meal scheme, and the health sector. Stop.